Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Everyone, hello and welcome to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. How are you today, Felinda Farley?
I am doing well, Kim.
I am so glad to have you on today. You look mighty beautiful over there.
You're kind.
Now, all of a sudden, it seems like something happened with the audio, so I don't know. I can't hear as good as I was hearing when we were backstage. But I can tell you that, listen, everyone that's tuned in today, we are so excited to be here because we're getting ready to have a pretty amazing event. It's actually our 13th annual Women's Summit that is going to be taking place with Sandra Yancey, who is the founder of our organization. If you are not familiar with eWomenNetwork, we are all over the world. I mean, like literally in the United States and Canada, pretty much, and 118 chapters nationwide that we're able to have people have the opportunity to give first and share always when it comes to business networking. So I'm excited, and I really wanted today to have the opportunity to have someone that had been at one of the previous conferences come on and share with you her experience. So what I want to do is take a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you the opportunity to hear from Felinda Farley, who I want us to talk to about how we met too, Felinda, just a little bit. Okay. So when we come back after this commercial break, you guys will hear from myself about my experiences at the Women's Summit, and you also hear from Felinda Farley. We'll be right back right after this commercial break.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone, we are back, and today I wanted to just do like an abbreviated episode. Let me tell you why. Because Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'm taking off. You know why? You want to know why, Felinda?
Why, Kim?
I am taking off for my birthday. I'm turning 52 years old, so I am so excited. That's why I already got my little outfits on. I'm getting ready to have a shindig, shenanigans, have fun. So I'm excited.
That's great.
I am looking forward to it. I just think it's such an honor and a privilege to even be able to have another year on this earth, to continue to do some more works, to salt the earth, and to do what God trusts me to do. So I'm looking forward to my 52nd year of life on this earth. That's a big deal to me, you know?
It is. It is. Every day is important.
It really is. I don't take it for granted, Felinda. So listen, we're going to be having our event, and I'll pop it up on the screen. It's going to be on June 8th. And for those of you that are in the Charlotte or surrounding areas, we hope that you will make it happen to be in attendance. And I'll pop that information here. It starts, our Women's Summit is going to be hosted by our own founder, Sandra Yancey. She's a 6-time best-selling author. She's also a movie producer. And guess what? She's a CNN hero. So I am so honored to have her grace the Charlotte, North Carolina area, the Queen City, with her presence on June 8th. And if you haven't already registered, the event is taking place at a beautiful event venue in Rock Hill, right on the border of Charlotte and Rock Hill. Time you go into Rock Hill, South Carolina, you would take that first exit, and it's the Charlotte Metro Event Center. And I'm going to show you all what it looks like, and then I'm going to have Felinda tell you her experience as well, because I kind of want you to stay on here with me, Felinda, until we close out, because it's you and I. So it's like, let's stay on here together for a few minutes, okay? All right, everybody, I'm going to just share my screen and let you see where we're going to be hosting our 13th annual Women's Summit with Sandra Yancey. Can you all, let me put that up here so you can see it and put it in the screen. All right, so we're going to put that in. I'm going to play that for you so you'll see where the beautiful event venue is that we'll be hosting you all at on June 8th. Can you hear that, Belinda? All right, what I'm going to do is stop sharing from there. And I want to stop sharing at this point, but I want to go ahead and let you know that we have plenty of space for us to be able to host you all at this year's 13th Annual Women's Summit that Sandra Yancey will be in attendance at. And when she comes, Felinda, we know it sells out, right?
It has done it before and it can do it again.
Yes, so I would like to yield the floor to you for a few moments, Felinda, and just tell everybody who you are and first and how, let's talk about how we connected some, but then also what your experience has been being a person that's been at some of the previous women's summits over the years.
Well, it was exciting to say that I met Kim through the eWomenNetwork. She was always very vibrant and vivacious, and she'd come in and just light up the room. And I always wanted to know a little bit more about who is Kim Jacobs. So, over the years, I can say that I've seen her in so many different facets of who she is. She's got so much going on, so many irons in the fire. But I love hearing how something as simple as her telling her story of going into a UPS store and coming out and bumping into this woman, and they start a conversation. and really both realized they needed to know each other. And this was Lori Dvorak, who was the managing director of the Charlotte chapter of the eWomen Network at the time. So this whole concept of how a conversation can turn into a miracle, that's what happened for Kim getting her to the eWomen Network. Well, I met Kim at eWomen Network. I've been representing an online wellness shopping club now for about 11 years. But during that time of meeting Kim, my invitation, and I think everything starts with an invitation. So when Kim is inviting you to come and take part in this Women's Success Summit, it is something that you need to take her up on that invitation, because the invitation was extended to me by Nancy White, who is so well known in Charlotte. I call her the networking queen.
Yes.
We met each other in a gym. I'm leaving. She's coming. She wants to know what I'm doing at the time. I was representing a fragrance company. She said, you know what? You need to come to the eWomen Network. I'd never heard of the eWomen Network. And she started to tell me, Sandra Yancey, our founder and CEO, is coming to Charlotte, and she will be our guest for our Success Summit. So you need to come. So I registered and I showed up at that luncheon. And again, I was new in the whole entrepreneurial world, and I'm getting into this situation, and I realized how dynamic Sandra Yancey was. Captivated by her, not only her speaking ability and her presence, but all that she brought to the table about how do we help women succeed in business. So whether you are brand new or you have been in business for many, many years, she brought so much to the table of takeaways that you could take away with you that day. So it was my very first networking event when they said they were, and eWomen has a very unique way of networking, which I find on this side of it, looking back, is so different from anything in the marketplace. It's not someone just, sticking their card in your face, like, this is what I do. But it is that whole intention of listening very carefully to who you are, what you offer, what you do, and trying to figure out, how can I help you? How can I come alongside you and help you do what you do? I thought, what? This is counterintuitive. You want to help me build what I do? And so I knew from that very first meeting that I had to become part of that networking group. And I joined the whole eWomen Network. And I didn't even realize all the value, I was the deer in the headlights. I didn't realize all that, just accepting that invitation to step into that room for that summit, that Success Summit, what that would do to change my life. So now I'm looking back almost 12 years. And I know that the eWomen Network gave me a very professional organization to affiliate myself with, to learn from, to grow, to, I think, learn the best practices that you can apply in business, no matter what business you're in. So I'm grateful for Nancy White's invitation to come join that luncheon and see what I could learn. And again, that posture of being open to grow. I think any woman who will step into that arena and accept Kim's invitation and my invitation to join us on June 8th, to come and see what you can learn and what you can give. I love that give first, share always, because that's where things happen. When people know that you have their greater good as your heart motivation for building what you do and helping them build what they do as well.
I love everything that you said, and that whole initial encounter. I know I met you so many years ago when I first met Lori. It was probably about 15 years or so ago. And ever since then, we've had literally a lifelong connection. So I think that with women that do come and be a part of eWomen Network, at least from my own experience, it has been nothing but a lifelong connection. It's like, we may not even talk for a year or so, but then pick the phone up and we're right back as if we were just together at an eWomen Network event just yesterday or whatever. I'm like, this is crazy. And so one thing for me, Felinda, that really resonated with me was whenever I was in the car one time, I was with Sandra Yancey taking her back to the airport. And in the car, I talked to her about my dream, my goal to be a talk show host. And she picked the phone up and called an agent and connected me with the agent. And from there, that manager, or she's more of a manager, actually invited me to come out to California. I was able to meet with 10 decision makers that were like the top decision makers in major networks. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I mean, it was not a joke. And all of that happened just because of a power connection that I had with the founder Sandra. So for Sandra Yancey to do that and take time to connect me with someone, she didn't even know me like that. I was just somebody that was in the organization, taking her back to the airport. And she took the time to give me one of her major power connections that really helped propel my career. I think that just speaks volumes to who is the founder of our organization. And another thing I'll tell you is, and you probably know the story because we've talked for many, many years, but I was in a simple networking round where, you know, how we get into our clusters and we talk about what is it that we need? What is it that we'd like to see happen within the next 30 days? We just talk about our dreams and our goals. And usually someone in that circle has the answer for you, because like everything's in the house. With eWomen Network, you write the answer is right there in front of us, some kind of way. So one lady on the back of her card, she writes down, I can meet you for coffee the next day. Well, we meet for coffee the next day, and that's important when it comes to networking, that you meet and you further connect. Guess what we did, Felinda? Guess where we met?
Where?
We met at an abandoned building, which I was like, girl, I don't know you like that. You know, but okay, but I'll still meet you. And inside that building, Felinda, were about 25 or so crew members with lights coming down in this huge abandoned looking barn type of building. And there was one single chair. That single chair, they told me, hey, sit down. We have a show on PBS and we don't have a host. And so they asked me would I consider auditioning to be the host and act like it's my 100th show, not my first episode. Well, guess what? I did that, Belinda. And guess what happened?
You got the show.
Great run on PBS in the affiliate area of the Charlotte and surrounding areas. And 3 seasons, we were able to do Daily Balance with Kim Jacobs, all from a connection that I made right at an eWomen networking event. So these connections are real, you know?
I love it. I think that one of the other takeaways for me was that whole thing about stepping out of your comfort zone to step into those arenas where, like you said, you didn't know those people. I'm really tickled because eWomen Network gave me the confidence to, this whole thing that Lori Dvorak said, women in general, many times don't ask for what we want. And so sometimes I think we don't know what we want. So I was on a power hour with my company and they said, call the scariest person on your list. And I think Sandra Yancey would always be behind that. Call the scariest person on your list. So someone you want to contact that who could move your business forward. So I did. I called the business owner. His name is John Love. He's a co-owner of Red Rock Strawberry Hill here in Charlotte. Okay. And I told him, I was told to call the scariest person on my list, and it's you. He goes, me? And
why would I be the scariest person?
Yeah. I said, why am I scared? You know me. But again, it was stepping out of my comfort zone, and I shared what I had to share, and he has become my customer. And what tickled me, several months ago, we were talking, and he said, we're about to add you to our menu. So now they have the Felinda Farley sesame tuna has just been added as a major entree on Red Rock's offerings. So I was with a friend yesterday at his restaurant, and they served me the Felinda Farley sesame tuna. So I'm just tickled. We just don't know how conversations and connections turn into miracles. So my friend said, girl, you famous.
You got a whole sandwich at Red Rock.
Yeah, it's a whole entree. It's very beautifully presented. But again, eWomen Network was my whole foray into this whole business world of stepping out. Everybody, these are just people who are making decisions. So giving us the confidence, the courage to move out in those areas to just reach people, because people need what we have to offer.
That's good, Felinda. And just that stepping out of your comfort zone, not having fear, and you don't know what it's going to lead to until you officially attempt to see what the outcome is going to be. But by you calling that person, you have an official entree named after you now. How is that humanly possible when that was the scariest person technically for you to call? And you learned that? You think you learned that at eWomen Network?
I did. eWomen, again, in the networking circles, all the ways that we are reaching out to communicate with each other, with guests who come to our events. all of that was, taking the baby steps on and now taking more major steps. And how can we help others? I love the concept eWomen about lifting as you climb, that
Yes.
there are people who are behind us, there are people who are ahead of us, who, when we really, it's a matter of humility. None of us know everything. And there are people who have been successful, and success leaves clues. So how do we, avail ourselves to those people and ask the questions that will help us grow?
I love that. And at eWomen Network, the whole focus is to be able to focus on you, your business, your needs, what we can do to help each other. So if all of us have that same mindset, do you know how much of an impact it can make in propelling your business to the next level? It makes a tremendous difference. And so that's why we are inviting you to come to eWomen Network, our women's summit that's taking place on June 8th. You can go right to this registration link, and I put that there so that all you have to do is copy and paste it in the browser, and you'll be able to officially get registered. If you want a showcase table, you're welcome to register for that as well. You just simply hit add an item when you're registering for your actual ticket for the luncheon. Hit add an item and put showcase table. We do have a few showcase tables still left, so you can go ahead and register for that. And also invite a guest, because I know I actually was invited to an eWomen Network event by Lori Dvorak, and I joined that same day. I was like, wait, what? You can be a part of 118 chapters nationwide, and I can go to any of the luncheons that I choose to go to as a member. And actually, just recently, I was in Dallas, Texas, and guess what I did, Felinda? Went to the Dallas, Texas event, and it's nothing like an in-person event. I tell you, that was my first in-person event in a long time, and I was like, "Hi, I have a business. You have a business." I was screaming and hollering like I was at a major concert. I was having a ball, a ball.
Another thing, Kim, that Sandra talked about, the eWomen Network gives you access. A point she made years ago at the Success Summit, she talked about we're not competing against each other. She said it's co-opetition. How do we cooperate? How do we bring to the table maybe someone even in your own industry, but they do things a little bit differently, that you have an opportunity to grow as you share with others in the network. And I've been personally excited as we've been brainstorming. My role with the eWomen chapter here in Charlotte is going to be great. I want people to feel welcome when they step into the space every time. And as I've been reaching out to, who do I know? Who do I know in various businesses? So I've invited a woman with an interior design business, a woman who does graphic design, realtors. There are just so many women in business in the greater Charlotte area who I think, like you said, to your point, are hungry for an in-person event, and with someone of the stature of Sandra Yancey. Sandra Yancey had a dream, and she has watched that dream grow from its embryonic stage to be a major leader in business in America, in North America, probably the whole world. So I think that what she will bring to the table, what she has to offer, every woman who's serious about growing her business needs to be there on June 8th.
I agree. And we know that we've been living in the virtual world for quite some time at this point, but it's time for us to step out and definitely plan on coming to our 13th annual Women's Summit. And I already shared with you where it's going to be at the Charlotte Metro Event Center. And this is just an image of some of the women that was at this particular event. And it's always exhilarating. Just a whole experience is what it is. So you want to be able to be a part of it. The whole mission of eWomen Network is to help 1 million women earn $1 million in annual revenue. So if you become a part of eWomen Network, that is the goal, that is the mission, and all of us will work collectively to help that become a reality in your life. And another thing, Belinda, that I think I really like about eWomen Network too, is that together as a family, you have both mom, dad, and daughter really building this dynasty together. And so you have Sandra and you have her husband, Kim, and their daughter, Brianna. They're working together collectively. Now, I know they do have another child as well, but I wanted to hear featured for eWomen Network. I just wanted to put that photo up as well. I think that's impressive and important. So
it is a family business. Well, another story is that Kim was on my scary list because I saw Kim as this mover, shaker, and I reached out to Kim and we met and I shared what I had to offer with the online wellness store that I represent. Kim became a customer. And you know what I mean? It was exciting to see that, you know, what I'm doing is offering everyday household consumables that are healthier, safer. And, you know, I laugh about that story of when you were, you know, trying to figure out what you wanted to do to move forward. And we just pick back up and continue the conversation. So I'm grateful for you. And again, even your own mom, who you said, my mom doesn't do any kind of online shopping. And between the two of us, as we started to just encourage your mom, she has been such a leader in her own right in a totally different arena.
yes.
And for her to step out and grow and learn. And, you know, she's become one of my dearest friends. So again, I think the rippling effect of our meeting in eWomen has given me a lifelong friend in your mom.
Yes, absolutely. My mom adores you. Well, I adore you too. But I think y'all are maybe similar in age and all of that stuff. So y'all can really hang and enjoy yourselves. But I'm really grateful for even that connection, because I do believe that's a power connection. It's not just only about business, but it's about who we want to associate with and who we want to connect with, lock arms with on our journey called life. So I'm excited about that. So again, everyone, make sure you know that you can go ahead and register. If you're planning to come, definitely just put in the comment section that, hey, I'm planning to come and I'll be there. I see you out, Facebook user. You say, hey, Kim, and my friend, that must be my mom. She said, my friend Belinda, because she's officially calling you her friend. Mom is glad to have you here today. And I had a couple of, I do want to let you all know that I am the managing director in Charlotte, North Carolina for eWomenNetwork now. So if you have not looked into what eWomenNetwork is, visit eWomenNetwork.com and learn more about our chapter in Charlotte. But no matter where you are in the United States and Canada, keep in mind that you can put that I'm the person that brought you into the organization, and I will connect you personally to your new managing director, no matter where you are nationwide. So make sure you visit eWomenNetwork.com to learn more. And again, I am the new managing director here in Charlotte. I'm quite honored to be. And Belinda is our leadership team member that's going to be the person that helps you have the best greeting experience when you arrive to any of our events. And can't you see that in Belinda? Yes is the answer. If you didn't comment, it's yes. Definitely Belinda Farley is going to bring that to the table. And now keep in mind that tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, we'll be, honoring Memorial Day weekend and then celebrating my birthday on Tuesday. So I'm going to be taking a few days off, and I hope that you and your families have a beautiful, peaceful Memorial Day weekend. Do you have any other questions, comments, or anything you want to say to the people, Belinda, before we get off of this show today?
I would say don't wait to the last minute. If you have an inkling of interest, move forward. I'm so excited about this. I believe we are rebuilding the Charlotte chapter, and we need you to help us do it.
That's really a good point. And I will tell you too that we do have a press release that's now out as well. And so if you click on that link that I put there in the comment section, you'll be able to see the full press release that is formally out on Stands Now and on different media outlets. So please make sure that you check that article out. I like to try. I'm more of a visual person, so I really hate saying something without showing it. Are you that way too, or no?
I am. I'm a former television producer. I want to see it.
I want to see it. I'm like, can you just show me what you're talking about? So let me show you all the press release that's out. It's on ExpressWire and it's being picked up by other media outlets. And I'll share that with you. Let me pull it into the screen. There we go. Give me a second. And there we have it. And it says Kim Jacobs is eWomenNetwork Charlotte Managing Director, will host the 13th Annual Women's Success Summit. And that's a good word, with Sandra Yancey. And there is my picture, but also it says Kim Jacobs, eWomenNetwork Charlotte Managing Director, hosts the 13th Annual Women's Success Summit with Sandra Yancey. And this conference is taking place on June 8th, featuring Sandra Yancey, the founder and CEO of eWomenNetwork, 6-time best-selling author, movie producer, and CNN American hero. And this summit will definitely connect you with successful and aspiring entrepreneurs that offer that stimulating environment for you to create new, exciting opportunities and relationships for your own business. So be mindful of that. And there we have Sandra Yancey, and she's going to be our keynote speaker. And the summit topic is how to prepare for growth secrets that create huge results. How many of us need to know that? That's the topic. How to prepare for growth secrets that create huge results. And again, Sandra Yancey is going to be breaking that down for us. She's appeared on The Doctors. She's produced critically acclaimed movie called The Glow. And there's so many things that Sandra Yancey brings to the universe. You do not want to miss this opportunity. All right, so I think that we've said plenty. Now all you have to do is, hey, my mom said, hey, great leaders. I love you both. You're a leader too, Mom, by the way. You are a true inspiring, compassionate leader, and I love you. All right. Any other things that you have? Because you've been saying some good points, Belinda.
Thank you. Well, I know I have grown in these 11 years. And, I'm the mother of 7. They're all adults now. And I think this whole thing about growth and development, any of us that are moms out there, you know that all of your children didn't have the same developmental markers. Some walked earlier, some walked later. I think that's true in business as well. Whether you're just coming up with an idea, you got an inkling of an idea, maybe it hasn't manifested yet, or you're a very seasoned business professional. Those steps of growth are different for each one of us. So we don't compare ourselves to others, but we're open, we're humble enough to sit at someone's feet, to learn what they know. And I believe Sandra Yancey is going to give us an extraordinary opportunity to do that on June 8th.
That's good. And this mother of 7 is very modest. When she says she's a mother of 7, she has a son that's been playing in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken, and she has the person that is one of the biggest names in ballet history, in my opinion, at least in Jacob's show, he is. I mean, just phenomenal. You have one of her daughters is going to be coming to join us at this conference, and she is a real estate guru. I know all of her children bring so much to the world. I've heard about each of them individually. So not just about their titles, but about who God has created each of them to be, all 7 of them, and how much it's been a blessing to Felinda and to her husband, Mark, to be able to birth those individuals and to help shape them into who they have become. I am so impressed with the family that God blessed you to have.
Thank you. It's a gift.
It's a gift from God, a true gift from God. All right, everybody. I will go ahead and get prepared to end on that note. I didn't do a bunch of episode sponsors and stuff today, but I will. Let me do one episode sponsor, because this sponsor of ours is always faithfully supporting the Kim Jacobs Show. And I want to take a moment not to just brush over the fact that he's one of our key episode sponsors today.
I'm attorney Charles Everidge. I started out representing insurance companies until my father was seriously injured at work. 4 of his fingers were amputated. Our family went through a lot, so I know what you're going through as an injured worker. If you've been hurt on the job, call me now. I'll fight to get the workers' comp benefits you may deserve. I'll fight for you like family. Put my experience to work for you. Call 704-457-5000, the first call for injured workers.
All right, everyone. And on that note, again, we want to formally just close out by inviting you to attend our 13th annual Women's Summit. It's going to be our first event here in Charlotte, North Carolina, back in person. So I'm hoping that you will be in attendance, and you can register today, and definitely bring your friends as well. Lunch will be provided. It's from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. You get some early networking and some afterglow time, so you don't want to miss that. And this is where you would go to register. Belinda, thank you for being my guest with me today. I done made you a whole guest on a show. And you're like, Lord, I just was popping in and popping out, but you're most gracious, as always, to even stay on with me and share your eWomen journey. What can you tell anybody too, just from a personal business? I know all of us are individual business owners, and you focus on your wellness journey business, I just want to make sure that if people want to connect with you some kind of way, how do they do that? Or do you want me to put that out there? Or if they
You
can
know
just
what? And again, women gave me that confidence. Get out there on social media. So if you would message me, I am Felinda Y. Farley on Facebook. Facebook, I think, is my platform of choice because I'm a storyteller. So I would love for you to friend me on Facebook, Felinda Y. Farley, and let's connect.
Belinda Y. Farley on Facebook. I want to make sure you are. I'm going to put that big here as one of the banners because again, this woman is so, when you encounter her, you know that you're coming into the presence of greatness. And so she's such an astute, kind, wonderful woman. And anything that she's involved in, you want to be a part of it. So definitely connect with Belinda Y. Farley on Facebook, and she can tell you more about what it is that she does for her business and her entrepreneurial journey. But I am excited that I crossed paths with you about 15 years ago, and I remember that red lipstick, and I remember you coming in and just being like, I was like, she has flawless skin, she's beautiful, she's pleasant, and I was like, she's a magnet. She's somebody everyone wants to get to. And I couldn't wait to get to know who you were then. And I'm grateful to know who you are still today. So thank you, Felinda Y. Farley. Can you hear me? Oh, you probably can't hear me because I think something's going on. She's on her cell phone over there. But this is a beautiful moment to let somebody just speak about you and pour into you, and you don't get a chance to even respond. All you can do is just receive all of the goodness that is being poured your way. So thank you, Felinda, for joining us today. And I am so grateful for each of you that tuned in to hear more about eWomen Network. We can't wait to have you at our summit, and we're going to have a great time. So go ahead and register today. God bless you all, and you have a fantastic rest of your day and the holiday weekend that's to come. All right. And memorialize those that have defended our country and have obviously passed away in honor of our country. So please, please make sure you reach out to every family that honor is due. Honor is due. Make sure you reach out. We pray for those families. We love on those families. We salute our veterans as well. All right. God bless you all. See you June 8th at the eWomen Network 13th Annual Summit, Women's Success Summit. God bless you all and have a great one. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.